Leave it at that. So next up, we got Boldy James, Bo Jackson. Take it away, Prez. How you feel about this new Boldy and Alchemist?
So I'm going to intertwine some things. And when I intertwine these things, I know some people are like, well, that's just fucking crazy. But this is the way my brain thinks. So Las Vegas fan, Raiders fan. I'm a big Bo Jackson fan. Big Bo Jackson fan. Bo Jackson is the reason I'm a Raiders fan. All right. Arbin, I'm an Arbin fan. Then he goes to the Raiders. Bam, bam, bam. Read all his books, all this stuff. So I'm very engulfed in like what Bo Jackson is. Also from Mobile, you know what I mean? From the area. So I hold Bo Jackson in the highest regard. And when I say that, like I'm saying, like it's the fact that he was a multi-talented athlete that did it at the all-star level in both of those sports. And we don't have many of those. So when you attach his name to it, I'm expecting you to be the best, and you're gonna be multifaceted in whatever you're doing right there. So if if you was the guy that was the street guy, I'm expecting when you throw Bo Jackson name in it, that means you about to dabble in all the other little spots up in there, and you about to hit it to this is the project that should have been it. This wasn't that. This Boldy James wasn't that. When I listened to it, it was still all like one tone. It was still all like one lane, and sometimes the naming concept can fuck you up. And that's how I felt like this right here. He named it, and I like when you somebody like, hey, pick up a book or you pick up a game, movie, whatever it is like you're doing, and it's like, oh man, this look fire, and then you play it and like, oh, this is the most boring shit ever. That's kind of how I felt about this. It wasn't boring shit ever, but I'm saying it didn't match what the album was saying, what the title was selling to me. So I know I done talked about a bunch of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with actual product or what he doing, but the product was about the same. It was about equivalent to what you usually get from him, but the naming concept and the marketing had me kind of fooled, and that kind of made me just like dial it back a little bit on my appreciation for his type of music on this one, and it kind of hurt his brand a little bit with me on that. So Boldy James gave you more of what he usually gives, but as far as if you was coming up in this like with the name saying you thinking you're gonna Bo Jackson, okay man, he's about to turn it up. Like this is about to be perfection on all levels and in everything that he stepped in. It wasn't that. So I would 2 out of 5.
Can't fault you in that. Prior to this,
the Freddie Gibbs currency one was woo.
Yeah. So it was some. What did you like off of it?
That one. I didn't have no notes written down on that one.
It's cool. I'm talking. I like the Brick Mile to Montana featuring Benny the Butcher, Photographic Memories with Rock Marciano, the Diamond Dallas with Stove God Cooks. I'm not sure if you rock with Stove God Cooks, Prez, but you need to go back to his project that came out last year. That shit was really dope. And the fake Flowers with Currency, I like. And then the last 2 songs on the album, First 48 Freestyle and Drug Zone.
Yeah, it was First 48, Fake Flowers, the Brick Mile to Montana, and the Photographic Memories. Those was the ones that kind of like stood out to me. Everything else was
Yeah, I like Speed Trap a little bit because he switched it up for a slight minute.
The intro was low, like it didn't have no
passion.
The intro, it didn't. Oh, man, I just knew
he's difficult. He's difficult to me to produce for. It just seems like, you know what I mean, just based on how can I say it, man? I would just say his tone of voice, and he don't come up out of that at all. And sometimes some rappers, that's just them. You know what I mean? They have a certain tone and they not coming up out of that. And I get it. I could find value in this project, but the only 2 projects that I like from this guy, I'll be flat out, are produced by Alchemist. and that's the only reason I come along for the ride. Other than that, he spits a lot of boring drug raps. I don't care how true they are or nothing like that. That doesn't really impress me. It's just that he doesn't say nothing fly with it either. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's just not for me to get on. You know, he's not saying shit that's too technical for me to understand or nothing like that. It's nothing earth shattering. So when you don't have the bars and you just sound like one continuous monotone guy, like you don't even have the bars. Like if you're gonna be monotone, say some slick shit. Please, at least give me that. Give me that. But he's not giving me that. You know what I mean? So, and he's being saved entirely by production in this case. And, you know, Alchemist clearly rocks with him with this being the second project. I did like the price of tea in China prior to this. But the stuff in between, kind of like we was talking about with the Benny, was 3 straight joints that I ain't hear nobody talk about when he dropped. Nobody. Not hip-hop Twitter. Not people that like him that I know personally from Detroit. Like, it just, I don't know with this cat, man. Like, he's just not, he's not entertaining to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is with him. He's just not entertaining with me.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I don't want to talk too much on it, man. It didn't spend that much time in my catalog for me to keep spending like a lot more. But like, yeah, marketing fooled me on that. Like, if you're gonna come out with something like Bo Jackson, I know some people like, oh, LeBron James, all this. Like, you got to be like, as you talked to me about, like people that came out with Kobe and stuff like that. But I feel like those be good products, like a good. They try to achieve something. It don't seem like this was just a naming concept for him, and he didn't think how the marketing was going to come across. And marketing wise, it was like, oh, Bo Jackson, okay, this dude, hey, he really about to like step out and like try some stuff. Like when you say Bo Jackson, you talking about the best in 2 different sports, 2 different things, right? So if he's talking about the drug dealing, like I don't get that translating because everybody did that. You know what I mean? Drug dealing to rap, like, you know, you the best. Bro, no, that's not what I was expecting. When you put that on the album, I'm expecting you to actually like, hey, I have came here, I've arrived, like I'm the best at doing
elevate your artistry
street level, and I'm the best on doing it, and now I'm dabbing into this little bit more pop. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I was trying to.
Yeah, just putting Alchemist beats to waste, man. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I stuck around for the production, which was top notch once again. So hats off to Alchemist, but I'm not sure if this dude is going to change anything about his style. So like you said, it's no need to shit on him. It's just that's the critique. That's how I feel about it. I understand everything he's saying, and I just don't like it.